Hello, this is Jamie Romero with Batky-Howell, and today I'll show you how to set up your system in preparation for our Introduction to XML class. You should have received an email before class starts with a link to our student files. Simply download the student files to your local system, and now what we'll do is we'll unzip those student files to our C drive. And so the download is completed. I'll just open the folder that contains that download inside of it. Here's my zip file. On Windows, I can simply right-click and choose an extract option and tell it where to extract to. I'm simply going to say to extract to the C drive and click on the extract button. The end result is I now have an XML directory on my C drive, and inside of there are chapter directories for each of the chapters in the course. In addition to installing the student files, we also provide a setup document that describes what else needs to be installed. Well, that setup document, among other things, asks us to install the Altova XML validator. And so I can simply go out to Google. I'll just type in Altova XML. I'll just do it as one word. And the first link that comes up is just fine. This takes me to altova.com/altovaxml.html. I'm going to scroll this page down to the bottom. And down at the bottom there's a couple download links. We're looking for the Altova XML Community Edition. So I'll click on download. I have English as the selected language, and there's a click here to download link. My system asks me what I want to do with this thing. I'll go ahead and click on save, and it's going to download that for me. Well, in addition to downloading the Altova XML product, we're also going to need to use some sort of editor so that we can type in our XML. And you can use just about any editor you want, but in class we'll be using the Notepad++ editor. And so again, I'm just going to go out to Google and I'll type in Notepad++. And, well, the first link that comes up is the home page for Notepad++. I'll click on that. And off to the left, there's a download link. It'll ask me what I want to choose here, and I'll just use the installer, most recent version that we're on right now. And again, down below, my browser's asking me if I want to run it or save it. I'll just click on Save. We'll go ahead and just view our downloads. Okay, so I've got my zip file with my student files. We already unzipped that. Here's my Altova XML executable. I'm going to go ahead and run that. And I'll choose yes. And I'll simply just choose the defaults here. I'll just click on Next, Next, Accept, and Next and Install. Again, this is a free Community Edition product. We'll use it in class to validate our XML documents, and we'll also use it to transform our XML documents into other documents using XSLT. Alright, there it is. It's finished. I'll click on the Finish button, and while I'm at it, I may as well install Notepad++. That was downloaded. Let me see if my computer's going to let me do it here. I want to run this program. Run anyway. There it is. I've actually installed Notepad++ many a time. It's not harmful at all. I think I have just an overly eager security system set up on this machine. So there we go, and I don't need to run it right now. I'll just click on Finish. Well, so we've installed three things on our systems. We've unzipped the Introduction to XML student files. We've installed the Altova XML Community Edition for our XML validation, and I went ahead and used this Notepad++ installation to install the text editor that we'll use in class. Well, we need to do one more thing, and that is I need to set up the path environment variable so we can run Altova XML. So to do that, I need to go over to the control panel, and in the control panel I'll just go over to my computer and I'll set up my my environment variables. So I'll go to System and Security. I'll choose System, and I'll do Advanced System Settings. And this may be a little different from one operating system to the next if you're using XP versus Windows 7. This is Windows 7. Here's my Advanced tab under System Properties, and I'll click on Environment Variables. It may come up with your computer name as the first tab. We're going to go to Advanced. Environment Variables, and we're going to edit the path environment variable. So I scroll down under System Variables to Path. I'll click on Edit, and I'm going to go to the very end of this entry of the variable value. I'll put in a semicolon, and then I need the path to where Altova XML was installed. And so I'm going to go take a look on my C drive under Program Files, Altova, and in this case it's 2012. That's where the installation is at. And so I'm going to just copy C drive, Program Files, Altova XML 2012, and paste that after the semicolon for the variable value. And your installation location may be a little bit different than mine. It just depends on what version of Altova you have, and maybe a few other things with your operating system. I'll click OK, OK again, and OK a third time. So to test to see if our path environment variable is configured properly, what I can simply do is go into Start, All Programs, and then Accessories, and choose a command prompt. In the command prompt, I'll simply type in Altova XML -version, and as long as it comes back, here we go, with an answer of Altova Community Edition with a particular version number, that means the path environment variable is configured properly. If you get a different message like Altova XML not found or something along those lines, double check your path environment variable. Perhaps you didn't have that quite configured right. And if you do need to change your path variable, what you'll want to do is restart your command prompt. So this command prompt window reads the path setting when it first starts up. Okay, that's it. You should be good to go. Again, we've installed 3 things. We installed the student class files, and those would show themselves on your C drive as an XML directory. We've installed the Altova XML Community Edition, and you know that's working by going to Accessories Command Prompt and typing in Altova XML -version. And the last thing we installed was the Notepad++ editor, and I suppose you could just run that if you'd like, and you'll see you have an editor that you can type some XML content into. Once again, this is Jamie Romero with Batky-Howell. Thank you very much for watching our video, and we look forward to seeing you in class.